lack of motivation, feeling anxious, irritable, hopeless, or tired, difficulty concentrating, not feeling pleasure from things that you used to enjoy, socially withdrawing, difficulty sleeping. These are some of the signs of dopamine addiction, and they're all things that I experience. So it's time to make some changes. In this video, I'm going over some things that I have done with my phone to make the experience more productive, more enjoyable, less anxiety-inducing. And these are things that I'm currently implementing. I'm not some self-help guru. This is just my own journey of personal development that I want to share with you to take with you in your journey of personal development. So number one is how the phone is actually laid out. I stole this from Peter McKinnon, who got it from somebody else, The Great Cycle of YouTube. So as you can see on the home screen, I only have two things here, the weather and this one little box. I made this nice concrete texture background for myself. In this box down here, all we have are the apps that I use every single day. So phone, calendar, Google Drive, things of that nature. Now, if we swipe up and look at the rest of the apps, you'll see that I have everything down to one page, and it's only like half the page because I have everything organized pretty well between money, communication, files, production. Now, I only keep apps that I've used in the last 30 days. So for example, I use Curate teleprompter sometimes. That was in the production folder, but I only use it once in a blue moon. So I went ahead and deleted it. If I need it, I can download it again. I do have on this next page one other box, which is just crap my phone wouldn't let me delete. So it's over here to the side, not taking up any headspace at all. Now, another thing with this is that I have found myself instinctually going for the socials box. So what I've done is when I feel myself getting into that habit, I will go through and move the boxes around a little bit. That way, maybe now files is where social used to be. And when I go and instinctually click on the files box, I go, oh, I was trying to go to social media. Was there a reason for that? Probably not. So going further into the phone's layout, we can actually edit the drop down in the top here by hitting these three dots and clicking edit buttons. That way, on our first page of buttons is all of the things that we use, and the rest of the crap can just be somewhere else. And another thing is that the first 6 buttons are things that you'll see without having to pull the drop down all the way down. So that's where I like to keep things like flashlight, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, stuff that I use all the time. And then the rest of the stuff on this first page is things that I use pretty regularly, but not every single day. So now let's dive into the actual settings of the phone because there's some really powerful stuff here. And we're gonna start with the notification settings. So essentially what I've done here is turn off notifications for pretty much everything. Obviously, we got to keep Tinder notifications on. Really what I've streamlined this to is only getting notifications when I'm talking to somebody, right? So I do have notifications on for Instagram, but I went into the app and unselected everything that was not messages to my primary inbox. All the other crap, such and such shared a reel, things like that, I don't get notifications for. Now we're going to dive into the advanced settings for notifications because this is where it gets good. So first we have notification icons, which is the icons that pop up at the little strip on the top of your phone. I changed that from show all to only display the number of notifications. So now instead of a whole strip of crap, there's just a little number up there that says you have 3 notifications. And again, I know that those are just 3 ongoing conversations. If something's important, I'll go look at it. If I'm not expecting anything, I can respond to it when I need to respond to it. Also, I turned suggestions off. I don't recall getting any suggestions for notifications, but my phone's a robot. I'm a human. I'm smarter than it. I don't need its suggestions. Notification reminders, again, turned it off. And this last thing down here at the bottom is the app icon badges. Oh my gosh, those are the little numbers that hang out at the top right corner of your apps telling you how many notifications you have in there, and they lie. I cannot recommend turning this setting off enough. So now we're gonna go back to settings and scroll down to digital well-being. We're gonna start with app timers. I don't know about you, but I have a doom scrolling problem, and that was the thing that kickstarted this journey into figuring out how to make my phone a better experience. So what I've done is set app timers for my problem apps, which are Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, and YouTube Studio. So with the app timers, when you're on the app selector page, it tells you how much time you have left on that app for the day. It will allow you to add an additional 10 minutes when you hit your time limit. And once you've hit your time limit for the day, it'll gray out the icon. You can't go to the app anymore. awesome feature. Now, further down in digital well-being, we have focus modes as well, which you may have seen in my drop-down menu earlier. Focus mode has been a game changer for me. So if you go to work time, it'll let you select the apps that are available for work time. All of the other apps get grayed out like they do when you've reached your time limit on the app timer. And it also blocks notifications. Now, the phone still vibrates. I don't know what's up with that, so I do mute my phone while I'm in work time because that's pretty annoying. It'll vibrate and then not show me why it was vibrating. So for work time, the only thing I have is Drive and Calendar available. Those are both things that I use for work, and I mainly use work time for when I'm at my desk editing. It's really easy for me to be in the moment when I'm on set. It's really easy for me to get distracted when I'm at my desk editing. So during work time, I don't get any notifications. I do have the phone on here. If something's super important, they'll call me. It does say messages. I don't use the Messages app. I use Messages Plus, so I don't actually get text messages in work mode. In me time, slightly different. I don't have Google Drive because I'm having me time, I'm not working. I do have text messages on. I don't have notifications from everything else. The last thing I want to talk about is actually how you use the social media apps. Specifically, I curate my feed. Like, I'm very protective of my feed. I don't want a bunch of crap in it. All the algorithm wants to do is give you more stuff that it thinks you're gonna like because it wants you to stay on the app. So if you sit there and watch 3 minutes of a guy having a confrontation with a cop, even if you don't like the post, it's going to go, oh, he watched that for 3 whole minutes. He must really like this. Let me show him more of that. So when you see things that are confrontational or anything that you don't enjoy, scroll past it as soon as possible. When you see things you do enjoy, like the post, leave a comment, send it to somebody, add it to your story. Engaging with content is going to tell the algorithm that you like that, and it's going to give you more of that stuff. So go through, unfollow all the garbage accounts that you follow. Be very protective of the accounts that you follow and the kind of content that you engage with. Speaking of only following the good stuff, make sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and if there's anything that you do with your phone that I completely missed in this, leave it in the comments. This is a two-way conversation. Again, I'm on my own personal development journey. This isn't me preaching to you about this stuff. So if there's anything that you think I'd find some benefit from, please let me know, and I'll always do the same for you. All right, see you in the next one.